Jason's Vinyl Lab is having a contest.
Hi, welcome to Garage Geek. So I am entering a contest for Jason's Vinyl Lab, and there are about 5 things to do. Unfortunately, I'm going to be breaking the rules left and right. I hope this won't disqualify me, but I really enter these contests to support the channels out there. I still would like to not be disqualified, but if that happens, that happens. Okay, so the first thing you have to do is you have to talk about and show your favorite Metallica album. So right off the bat, I don't have the album that is my favorite. My favorite Metallica album is Ride the Lightning, and that's because that's when I first heard them. I actually went to the concert that supported that, and there were 3 to 4 groups. I know it was Metallica, Wasp, and Armored Saint. I think there was one more group. I can't remember. It was in Cleveland back when I was, in high school. So yeah, that's my favorite album because it was my introduction to Metallica, and I just love it. I have the CD, of course. I have the album as a teen. Here's a picture of it. I just don't own it currently. The next thing is Metallica's new album is very yellow. Now, I showed a bunch of yellow things in a previous video, so I'm going to keep this to a minimum, but we are supposed to show a vinyl that is yellow. That means the actual disc. Now, I didn't want to open up all my vinyls and check for yellow. I was just like, no, I can't do this. So I'm going to do what I normally do. I'm just going to show yellow things. Sorry. I have shown this album before, but dang, is it gorgeous. Look at that cover. Yeah, that is yellow, and that is a yellow. This is one of the pride of my collection because that album is just gorgeous, and it is in pristine shape. Here's a comic book, which I have shown often, but I'm so proud of it. I just love that cover. So this is a Marvel Tales, which is a reprint of some issues. Now, originally, when Marvel Tales first came out, because this is only issue number 14, it was a reprint of many different comics, but then later it became exclusively Spider-Man. I'm going to try to zoom in on that so that you can see the art better. Yeah, there is a lot of glare, but, oh, that's just goodness. But yeah, this one had 4 different tales or heroes in it. Next, I'm going to show some books that have yellow covers. This one is the least yellow. It's kind of an off tan, but this is certainly by an amazing American writer, John Steinbeck, The Grapes of Wrath. And the yellow signifying the Dust Bowl. And of course you have all the crops, which are none. So this kind of represents what's happening in the book. And the yellow is a big part of that. But you'll definitely agree that this is much more yellow. And this is Kane by Gene Toomer. I actually haven't read this one yet, but look at the gorgeous art on the inside. And you know what? Who cares about all those little words on the inside? It's just the covers, the art. That's what's important. Forget about all those little things in there. I have this. And in fact, I was going to use this because the next thing we have to show is purple. So remember this because I pulled this because it's both yellow and purple. So here we got this gorgeous image of Dracula that is wraparound. Well, not really wraparound, but it's front and back. So, you get to look at the back of his head and the front of his head. And then he's just outlined in that yellow. And he's got some, I don't know what all that stuff is dripping on his face. I mean, it's supposed to be blood, but since he's red, maybe he's in a club and they're using those lights, black light. I don't know, but gorgeous cover. And finally, for the G in the Penguin drop caps, I've got William Golding's Lord of the Flies. Now, of course, that makes a pair of glasses, and I believe maybe it's Piggy. Piggy is the one whose glasses get broken in this novel. Descent into lawlessness and chaos. So next we have to show a purple vinyl. So, of course, I'm just going to show purple covers. Now, here is a Horowitz, Reiner, Rachmaninoff Concerto No. 3. Look at this gorgeous cover. Again, this one is in pristine condition, but to be honest, this cover just is a little bit freaky for me, but I still love it. Now, this album is a solo project by one of the Moody Blues, and that is Michael Pinder's The Promise. You could see that overwhelmingly, even though there is some yellow, this is overwhelmingly purple. Here we have a 10-inch from Frank Sinatra, Swing Easy. The background is this gorgeous shade of purple. This is a reprint. So cool. This is a Studio Ghibli steelbook, and it is purple. Castle in the Sky. Here are a couple comics. So this is Rom Space Knight. There's a Dire Wraith, and of course you can see that even though this is mostly black, there is a strong purple tinge to this comic. Next we have Marvel 2-in-1 starring The Thing and guest starring Giant Man, and of course the background of this comic is majority purple. And a lot of people are, I'm not a big fan of Marvel art in the 90s, but you know, this is a reprint. I certainly owned it back when it came out, but you can see that this has a great purple background, and of course this is a very famous literary reference to Shakespeare. Hamlet. I also have some books that have majority purple covers, so I'm going to go ahead and show those off. Here is Shirley Jackson's Hangs a Man, and look at this great creepy background purple. Here we have Elizabeth Gaskell's Ruth, and even though purple isn't the major color in this art piece, her dress, the purple dress, just adds so much to this, quite frankly, haunting image. The next two books, The Romantic Poets. Now look at this. It's totally purple all the way around, and it's got this glittery purple. You're wondering, why did I even buy that? It's a cool book. It's just a cool book. Glittery purple. And then finally, I have this edition, Penguin Clothbound of Madame Bovary by Gustave Flaubert. And look at this gorgeous purple wraparound cloth art. So next, we have to show a band's 11th studio album. So I guess 72 Seasons is 11th, is Metallica's 11th studio album. So this is Yes's 11th studio album, 90120, and of course this 90125, and of course this was a huge album for them in the 80s. Elton John's 11th studio album has gorgeous cover art. It's a gatefold. I wish that the art had gone all the way, but what can you do? And you got these awesome band photos on the inside. I grabbed just a couple comics that were the 11th issues. So here we have The Man Called Nova, number 11, and that also has purple on it. Bonus points. Here is Monsters on the Prowl, number 11, a 15th center from Marvel. And here we have this art. The glare on that, I'm so sorry. Okay, so there we go. Monsters on the Prowl. And I found this weird set that I have, Fun and Games. This was basically a puzzle book, a Marvel puzzle book, but this is the 11th issue, and it features the X-Men on the cover, and of course that probably increased the sales 100-fold. Finally, we have to show something with 7 in the title. So I picked an easy one. This was an easy one for me. The Moody Blues is the 7th Sojourn. This is, like most of the Moody Blues albums from this era, has great wraparound cover art. Great album by the Moodies. I just really love this album. And then I'm going to end with an easy one. Probably one of the best movies ever made, in my opinion, 7. So influential, so important, so disgusting, leaves horrific images in your mind that won't go away. Iconic moments throughout the entire movie, and these two worked so well together. And there you have it. That is my contest entry for the vinyl, Jason's Vinyl Lab. Yes, I didn't do exactly what I was supposed to, but I hope that you will humbly accept this entry into your contest. Thank you for your support.